Good afternoon. In order to preserve the dignity of our commencement ceremony, we respectfully request that all guests refrain from talking or calling out. We also ask that you do not leave your seats to take pictures. You can order professional photographs by using the code posted on the Collegiate Academy website. As we begin the processional, please remain seated. Please stand for the presentation of colors by members of the Junior ROTC, Dominic Carnes, Namari Nelson, Micaiah Ramsey, and November Marlea Wood. Remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance read by Student Senate President Shane Dexter and the national anthem sung by Sarah Meyer.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the time was last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Northwest Pennsylvania Collegiate Academy's 23rd commencement exercise. We are honored to have parents, students, guests, and faculty to celebrate with us this afternoon, as well as several members of the Erie School Board. I'm going to ask you all, you may have a seat at this time. I guess we should have started off that way. As I introduce our honored guest, I'd ask you to please stand and be recognized. President Daria Devlin, Miss Gwen Cooley, Mr. Sumner Nichols, Miss Lori A. Pickens, Mr. Zachariah Sharif. Also joining us on stage, Mr. Dana Gilmore, who is the Dean of the Visual Performing Arts, Miss Katie Rivera, our Associate Dean, Mr. Brian Polito, Superintendent of Erie's Public Schools, Teresa Zumagala, Assistant Superintendent, and Mr. Neil Brockman, Assistant Superintendent. On behalf of our students, our staff, and the administration, we sincerely thank the school board and the central administration for the continued support of Collegiate Academy to make today such a great day.
For just a little while we were here together. For just a little while we were side by side. And I know someday that we will reflect on this and see what a special time it was. For just a little while we have joined our voices. For just a little while we made a difference here. And I know that through it all, these are days we will recall. What a special time it was. For just a little while. Maybe someday when we're all alone, maybe someday out there on our own, we'll remember this time and we'll smile for just a little while. For just a little while, we have shared the music. For just a little while, we have shared our dream. But I know that in my heart, we will never be apart. What a special time it was. For just a little while. Maybe someday when we're all alone, maybe someday out there on our own, we'll remember this time and we'll smile for just a little while. For just a little while. Just a little while. Just a little while.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please join me in welcoming the Superintendent of Erie's Public Schools, Mr. Brian Polito.
Good afternoon, Collegiate Academy graduates. I could not be prouder to stand in front of you today at a moment filled with so much hope, so much promise, and so much excitement. This is the culmination of 4 years of demanding work, and you deserve every bit of admiration, praise, and respect coming your way. I want to talk a few minutes about something you all know too well, change. In 2012, when you were first graders, we were forced to close several of your elementary schools. In the years following, you felt the far-reaching effects of a terrible fiscal crisis that left us on the verge of insolvency, unsure of how we would pay our bills, and with buildings falling down around us. In 2007, we reconfigured our middle and high schools, another major change. And then as ninth graders, in March of 2020, just as you began your high school careers, perhaps the biggest change of all, a global pandemic that upended every aspect of how we taught and you learned. And to top it all off, your school has been under construction for almost your entire high school career. All these things illustrate a universal truth. Change can be difficult, demanding that we confront questions with no easy answers. Change is often scary, forcing us to face the unknown. Change is always disruptive, no matter how prepared we believe ourselves to be. But here's what I've learned. Sometimes disruption is good and necessary, and the catalyst we need to move forward for the betterment of everyone. The catalyst we need to break the status quo or forge our own path. Sometimes, if we not only accept but embrace change, the result is more beneficial than we could ever imagine. Your path to graduation and our current overall health as a school district is evidence of that. Some of you were among the student ambassadors who, pushed into action by change, helped us successfully lobby for additional funding from Harrisburg while we were in the midst of our financial crisis. You're seeing now the benefits of that and federal COVID relief funding in the form of new curriculum, new technology, student supports, and of course, construction. It's hard to see the good in change sometimes, especially when you're standing on the precipice of change that is particularly momentous or difficult, exactly where you are standing today. But it is in times of profound change that we learn how to be flexible, how to adapt. It's when we learn what grit means and how to be resilient and keep going. These are all invaluable skills you gained in high school and will come to rely on repeatedly in the years ahead. In celebrating you today, we are celebrating the next generation of change makers, the people charged with making this world a better place. It's an awesome responsibility, and one that we know you won't take lightly. Know that we are here to support that effort today and always. You are joining a family of thousands of Collegiate Academy graduates who have done remarkable things, and we know you will do the same. On behalf of the school district and the Erie School Board, we are immensely proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2023. Go do remarkable things. Thank you.
It is Collegiate Academy's tradition to ask students to audition to be speakers to address the class on the day of graduation, to address the themes and ideas in a thought-provoking quotation. This year we asked our speakers to discuss the quotation from E.E. Cummings, "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." Our first speaker today is Mr. Shane Dexter. Shane is the son of John and Sarachi Dexter. He is the president of our Student Senate and has been a member of the Student Senate for 4 years. He has performed in the vocal jazz, chamber singers, and wind ensemble. He has participated in multiple plays and musicals and has participated in PMEA, Model UN. Shane is a mentor for middle school students as part of the Ruhi Institute Junior Youth Program. Shane will attend Mercyhurst University where he will major in music education. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Shane Dexter to the podium.
I'm going to hold my tassel the whole time. Hello, everyone. My name is Shane Dexter. If you don't recognize me, I don't blame you. I'm not the same person I was 4 years ago. We have all changed during our time at Collegiate. My speech just disappeared. Between the eye bags and the aching joints, you'd think we were preparing for retirement as opposed to college. But our change is more than just physical. We've all become someone slightly different than we were in freshman year. Each of us has been pushed and pulled in different ways to become the people we are today. And none of us could have done that without courage. At one point or another, we all needed courage to change and become those people. It was in the first couple weeks of freshman year that I heard about Student Senate. After managing to get all the signatures I needed to run, I went to the obligatory campaign rules meeting. Since we were all just freshmen, campaigning would be the best way to get votes. There was just one issue. I could not campaign. In my faith, the Baha'i faith, it's considered divisive to campaign for a position. However, in a school election, a campaign can be the main reason someone is elected. After much deliberation, I decided to stand by my faith. I would only write the required speech, and even then, I would not promote myself. I was worried that I would lose the election, but I took courage and held fast to my faith. I ended up winning the election, but in holding on to my faith, I had to let go of something else. I had to let go of the expectations of my peers. I was a kid driven by the acceptance of my peers, but by opting not to campaign, I realized I was willing to let it go. It wasn't easy to let go of that desire, but as I continued to serve on Senate and as I got older, it became easier. I stopped comparing myself as much to my peers, and it became much healthier for me and for those around me. Holding on to one thing meant letting go of the other. Change is letting go of who you were to become who you want to be. Letting go takes courage. I've always had a fear of letting go of too much and suddenly realizing that I've become someone entirely different, someone I don't want to be. But more important than that fear of letting go of too much is the possibility of becoming something incredible. I encourage all of you to find out what to hold on to and what to let go of. I simply ask that you hold on to the time we shared here. Let this time and our experiences in this school be the solid foundation you build your life upon. Let go of all the peer pressure and the social stress. It's not worth taking with you. I'm very excited to see what we, the class of 2023, becomes. I wish you luck, and I wish you courage. Thank you, Collegiate.
Thank you, Shane. Our second speaker today is Shauna Gorton. Shauna is the daughter of Nicole Gorton, Sean Gorton, and Walter Arnold. She is graduating with 3 Gannon classes and 8 AP classes. She volunteers at a local low-income housing since 2005. She has tutored middle school and high school students for several years. Shauna will attend Penn West Clarion, where she will major in early childhood education. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in welcoming Shauna Gorton to the podium.
Like Shane, I will be holding my tassel. If I can find it. Okay. E.E. Cummings once said, "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." But what does this mean? What is courage? I believe courage is the ability to push yourself to overcome obstacles. It is facing your fears and moving past difficult times. We see courage around us every day. Raising your hand to speak in class even though you're shy, performing on stage in front of your peers even though you're scared, or standing up to your peers against vandalism or bullying. All of these are examples of courage. But what did E.E. Cummings mean? He meant that overcoming personal obstacles is key to finding yourself, pushing yourself to be who you truly are despite what others may think, pushing yourself to use your talents, your morals, your voice. You have courage, and using it is not easy, but neither is growing up. And as we all know, it is time for us to grow up. I know that over these last 4 years, I have done some growing. When I was younger, my dream was to be an anesthesiologist. I had good grades, good memory, motivation. My parents were really proud of me and loved the idea, but as I got older, I realized that this wasn't my dream anymore. I wanted to work with children, to help them in some way. I explored all of the options, and earlier this year, I came to the conclusion that I want to be a teacher. I love to babysit and tutor. I've been doing both for quite a while now, and it is just so fulfilling to see the children thrive and learn. I had the potential to have a lucrative job, but that wasn't who I was meant to be. It took courage for me to make this decision and tell my family despite possibly letting people down, but I'm now one step closer to becoming who I really am. I know that we have all undergone growth here at Collegiate, but there is still more ahead of us. We are guaranteed to face many more obstacles in our lives. So my sincerest hope is that you, we find the courage to become who we really are. Thank you.
Thank you to both Shane and Shauna for some very inspirational words. Following the tradition of our school, our keynote address is given by a Collegiate Academy graduate who spoke at last year's commencement ceremony. This year, we are proud to welcome back Aurora Fuchs. Aurora Fuchs is the daughter of Matthew Fuchs and Amy Gilibitz. She has completed her first year at Carnegie Mellon University, where she is double majoring in civil engineering and engineering and public policy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Aurora Fuchs to the stage. You know what? I need to continue your bio, don't I? Let me continue. This is quite extensive. She is the class of 2026 chair for the CMU chapter of the American Society of Civil Engineers, and she's an active member of CMU's chapter of Engineers Without Border and CMU's chapter of the Society of Women Engineers. I need to breathe now after all of that. She also competes with CMU Jaya, an all-female Bollywood fusion dance team. During her time at Collegiate Academy, Aurora was involved in King TV, National Honor Society, track and field, and cross country. Now, it's without further ado, Aurora Fuchs.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aurora, and it is such an honor to be here. I was very excited to be asked to speak today because my brother Elias is graduating today. I have watched my brother and the rest of the class of 2023 grow and blossom into the young adults that they are and are becoming, and I'm so proud of all of them. During my brief time with you all today, I'd like to share a few pieces of advice I learned in my first year of college as a sibling and friend to many of you graduating today. I want to start by saying congratulations. Graduating from high school is a momentous achievement resulting from years of studying and hard work. I know I treasure my memories from my time at Collegiate, and I hope you all have had a wonderful experience. Collegiate is an excellent place to go to high school because of the opportunity, the accepting and loving culture, and the exceptional, compassionate people here. Thank you all for being a part of that culture, and I hope that you will all take that level of respect and understanding with you wherever you go. Just as the people here at Collegiate make it what it is, the people at your colleges and in your careers will be the most important parts of your experiences after graduation. Take the time to meet all kinds of people. Talk to everyone because everyone has something to offer, especially someone with a different perspective from yourself. For me, my friends in college were the difference between a stressful experience and a joyful one. I was in a physics study group that supported each other, and we managed to have a good time even though we were working hard. Collaborating with others and taking the time away from studies to spend with friends is paramount to your happiness and the impact of your college experience. Put yourself out there. Never shy away from an activity or an opportunity because you think that you aren't qualified. Apply and see what happens. Worst case scenario, you get told no. Talk to your professors. Be confident. Professionals and professors understand that you're just starting your career and you have a lot to learn. If you demonstrate that you are passionate and interested in something, even if you don't understand it, people will invest in you. Ask thoughtful questions. Be candid with your superiors. They will appreciate your honesty. Joke around with your classmates and coworkers and create a positive, fun environment. And finally, be a little bit selfish. This point in your life is foundational for your future. Make careful and informed decisions, but choose to be the person that you want to be. Your family, friends, and significant others will support you, and their advice is valuable, but this is your life, and this is one of the few times where you can exercise freedom without the burden of so many responsibilities. Invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to go after your dreams, even if you're scared of failing. The people around you want you to succeed, and if they don't, then you're probably in the wrong place. Most of all, have fun. I couldn't possibly be more proud of you, class of 2023. I hope you all find joy, passion, and fulfillment in your futures. Don't forget to call home. And yes, Collegiate is included in that definition of home. We will always be here cheering you on and waiting to give you a hand if you need it. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you very much, Aurora. Please welcome School Board President, Mrs. Daria Devlin, who will now declare this class graduated. Shane Dexter, our Student Senate President, will accept the diploma on behalf of the class of 2023. Ms. Devlin.
Thank you, Mr. Gilmore. Good afternoon. My name is Daria Devlin, and my job at this point in the ceremony is to stand in front of you as president of the Erie School Board and read the official words that certify that you have met the requirements to graduate. And while that is a great job, and I'm going to do it in a minute, I just want to go off script very briefly to speak to you from the perspective of two other roles that I'm playing here today. First, once I read those official words and graduate you in a few minutes, all of you will become my fellow alumni of Erie's Public Schools. I am proud of my status as an alumna of this district, and I hope that you will be too. I also hope that you'll carry with you the memory of your time in our schools and the reminder that your public education was an investment made in you by this entire city. Think about that for a minute. If you've ever gone to private school or parochial school, you know that your education requires tuition that your family or your parents paid. But here in Erie's Public Schools, your public education was paid for by the public. That means complete strangers, thousands of people that you'll likely never meet, have paid their taxes and invested in you and in your education. We all know that you're going to go very far in life. But as a fellow alumna of this district, I'm asking you to remember the investment that Erie has made in you. And I'm asking that maybe someday, when it comes time to decide where to buy your first house or where to send your own kids to school, you'll choose Erie. If you do, you'll be making the same investment in the next generation of Erie students that we have made in you. And I have to tell you, that's a pretty great feeling. I told you that I have two perspectives to share, and so I'm going to be really quick with the second one. I'm also playing the role of mom today. Lots of people have said lots of great things, and it's really windy, and I know that we want to get this show on the road. So as a mom, all I want to say is this: be good. Some of you need to hear that again. Be good. Be kind. Be courageous. Give grace to yourself and to others. Be passionate about the things that matter to you, and never, ever forget who you are and where you came from. Okay, we'll get back to the script. Let's get down to business. By the power duly vested in me as president of the Board of School Directors of Erie's Public Schools, and upon certification by the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Brian Polito, the Dean of Collegiate Academy, Mr. Jim Vieira, and the Dean of the Visual and Performing Arts Academy, Mr. Dana Gilmore, I now declare that the members of this senior class have satisfactorily completed the requirements for a diploma determined by this local board of directors and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I hereby declare the members of the class of 2023 of Northwest Pennsylvania Collegiate Academy officially graduated. And I am now honored to present a diploma to the Student Senate President, Mr. Shane Dexter, who will accept it on behalf of his class. Shane, it is my pleasure to present you with this diploma, which certifies that you are a graduate of the Northwest Pennsylvania Collegiate Academy. Congratulations to you and your fellow class members. Congratulations, class of 2023.
We'll do both sides. We'll switch sides because of the alphabet. We'll start this side and we'll switch.
We appreciate that you are very proud of your student, but in the interest of fairness to all graduates whose names deserve to be heard, and to preserve the dignity of this ceremony, please hold your applause and cheers until all graduates' names have been called. Anna Abbasi. Fatima Hamed Aldumani. Mutaba Abdullah Aldumani. Annabelle Lene Aldridge. Mariam Abdul Latif Al Hassan. Mirza Ali Hodzik. Ava Rosa Aponte. Winta Mahadi Asgadam. Luluwa Aziz. Emilia B. Babkin. Kimani Dion Balthazar. Mark Anthony Banco, Jr. Isabella Rose Benedict. Nabia Saida Bati. Elizabeth Jean Bolt. Jonah Michael Borzon. Ryan Anthony Boris. Cameron Marie Boring. Almina Borovina. Owen Christopher Golden Brown. Annie Amaria Carthon. Tyler Michael Catalano Grant. Benjamin Michael Chaplin. Britton Leanne Chase. Ava Teresa Chiariello. Kira Ann Church.
Yeah, there's more over here too. I'm sorry. Congratulations.
Caitlin Ann Collins.
Congratulations.
Kaylee Rose Connor.
Congratulations.
Rafael Carlos Contreras.
Yes. Congratulations.
Danea Cherie Cooley.
Congratulations.
Erin Elizabeth Koppel. Aiden Parker Creation. Ashley Rose Crawford.
Congratulations.
Alexis Veronica Cruz. Eric Swee. Elizabeth Ava Iwe DeAndrea. Emma Rose Mary Dash. Deanna Lamani Christine Davis. Julian Donnell Dean Stacy. Joshalina Monique De Jesus. Amara Jade DeJohn. Jacob Lewis DeJohn. Aubrey Nicole Demarest. Emily Mia Bell DeSalvo. Nathaniel Stephen Devlin. Sadia Malika Dexter. Shane Matthew Dexter. Jacqueline Ein Donovan. Catherine Elizabeth Easley. Neil George James Edgett. Anas El-Masnawi. Ajale Lachey Evans. Zachariah Hayden Fenno. Hannah Rose Figursky. Madison Marie Fisher. Cameron Ann Flowers. Joy Carrie Grace Foster. Lexi Renee Foster. Rachel Ann Friedemann. Elias Barber Fuchs. Miranda Jade Gala. Cosette Marie Genest. Isabella Rose Giannoni. Brianna Marie Gibbons. Lily Ann Giglio. Jacob Ryan Gomes. Annalise Najee Gore. Shauna Nicole Gorton. Alondra Yasmin Guzman Ortiz. Talasia Khalees Harris. Yelka Hassani. Jacinia Marissa Heidelberg. Jadelyn Elise Henderson. Jacob Dylan Hinkson. Kiera Maylee Hopkins. Lavariana Tonye Hunter. Shayla Ivankovich. Sahil Jain.
I thought we would do like a Chinese fire drill.
Karma Leanne Johannes. Darion Armani Johnson. Bethany Grace Johnston. Brandon Elliott Jones, Jr. Ahmed Hisham Kamel. Helen Kang. Rebecca Kidama. Shatira Monet Knight. Alicia Ivana Lamberty. Daniel Michael Liebel. Grace Ellen Lyle. Trinity Jasmarie McGee. Sarah Mackenzie Manning. Lindrea Clinteria McCoy. Emily DeLaven McDowell. Jeremiah Jacoby McNeil. Christian Alexander Marigildo. Sarah Ann Meyer. Michaela Joyce Michael. Grace Catherine Miller. Zachary Ryan Mitchell. Braden Matthew Montroy. William Lawrence Morgan. Evan James Nadzum. Nidalise Negron Lopez. Mark Anthony Odom II. Armani James Osterkamp. Adam Lawrence Ortiz III. Michaela Nicole Outlaw. Corinne Marie Page. Eden Rose Palkovic. Ethan Walker Paris. Americole Elizabeth Pope. Madison Page Porter. Daniel Timothy Prebyshuk. Pratik Rai. Natalie Rose Ramey. Angel Rose Reed. Sky Caitlin Rogers. Samuel Dylan Roback. Ashley Elizabeth Rose. Ian Lindley Rosiel. Amanda Marie Ross. Amelia Janae Salter. S. Blessing Sante. Braden Richard Schneider. Riley Leanne Schreckengost. Kylie Marie Schrimper. Daniel John Schwartz. Alani Latisse Simmons. Owen Christopher Sinnott. Anthony Christian Smith, Jr. Hannah Sue Speranza. Holly Elizabeth Steinhauser. Isabella Rose Steinhauser. Alina R. Svanija. Elise Sherelle Taylor. Cameron Deborah Taylor. Alexander Anthony Toma. Allison Raquel Torres. Aliana Jael Velez. Susan Noemi Vera. Danielle Aujane Vieira. Katerina Maria Vol. Mustafa Ihab Walid. Kimberly Ann Walls. Michael John Washok. Chelsea Brianna Wayne. Abigail Elizabeth Welch. Kyle Donald Westfall. Eric Vaughn Wilkinson, Jr. Austin Jordan Williams. Nevaeh Anaya Williams. Mackenzie Cahill Yapel. Terry Edward Zhang.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the newly minted class of 2023. That is a great feeling. Remember that feeling and keep striving to reach higher in whatever you pursue once you leave Collegiate Academy. On behalf of Mr. Gilmore, Mrs. Rivera, our phenomenal faculty, staff, I want to thank you for 4 great years. I want to thank you for making Collegiate Academy what it is today, and know that you will be part of our history always as the class of 2023. And I sincerely offer you my personal congratulations. We are very proud of you. We hope that you come back and share with us all your stories. We hope you come back and share all your successes. Know that you are part of our family forever. And I thank you. Bravo, folks. So, as part of our final directions for you, we ask you to remain seated as Ava Ponte sings our alma mater. When she has concluded, we ask the graduates to process out through the main doors facing 26th Street. Parents, you are welcome to join them. We ask you not to come on to the floor, please. And again, the promenade will be available for photographs. Thank you, seniors.
High stands our alma mater, overlooking lake and town. High in our hearts we'll cherish the red hills and fairy down. Noble in her grace and beauty, innocent as frank and free. Training lives in truth and duty, honor, trust, and love.